Splitting wood. If you have wood burning heat, you're typically going to be doing it at some point throughout the year to maintain your wood levels. And today I would like to talk to you about the Yardworks 4-ton electric log splitter. I've had some people comment on that and send us emails saying nice splitter, how does it work, this and that. So I figured I would do a review on this product since I've been using it extensively for the past 3 months. Currently we are stacking our wood for the winter of 2022-23 and hopefully 23-24. We're good for this year, but that means that we've been filling up both woodsheds, and I've had quite a bit of experience on this thing. It has a 1 3/4 horsepower induction motor on it, which is very powerful with, like I said, a 4-ton split capacity. I have not had any issues splitting wood unless they have a lot of knots in them, and it can break down wood depending on the type of wood. It can do some pretty big ones, and it can do things that are almost as small as kindling, and I'll give you an example pretty soon. Now, the total length of logs that this thing can split is 20.5 inches or 52 centimeters in length. I typically don't go too big, so I'm usually around 18 and under, so I've never put it to its max capacity. However, I wouldn't think that it has any issues splitting anything. Don't mind the noise back there, that's just William, our goat. He was a bad boy today, so he's in timeout. This thing is pretty heavy for just lifting and carrying around, hence it's got a nice set of wheels on it and handle that you can kind of just drag behind you, so it's perfect for any indoor application, garage, or outdoors. I leave this thing outside all the time unless I'm headed into, or we are headed into town, and we just don't want it to disappear. Now, the one con I would say that I don't like about this thing is that it has a button on here that you just to engage the motor, and in order to get this thing to actually start splitting, you actually have to press this, and there's a lever on the back end here. To me, that is very inefficient for someone who wants to process a lot of wood. Just for the reason, let me just grab one here. If I put one on here like this, I have to press this and that together to bring it to the front, and now I can't get it, and now I have to let go and it all comes back. So I can't split the wood right in the middle by holding it, so because some pieces have knots in them and they'll roll to one side or the other. That's one con I don't like about that. And typically what I'll do is wedge a piece of wood in here. You can use a nail, anything. I don't recommend you do it, but I'm thinking this is some sort of safety feature just to prevent, I don't know, I guess stupid people from putting their fingers in here. If you ask me, you remove all warning labels and the problem sorts itself out, right? So I put a piece of wood in there, and all I do is use the lever on the back here to split it, and then I can just use the other hand to process my wood and just keep on just moving this one back and forth and not having to engage both buttons at the same time. I currently run this off or power it off the diesel generator that we have. I do have a gas generator, however, at the cost of gasoline right now, diesel's a little cheaper. I could run it off our solar system, however, the receptacles that we have on the outside the circuit that's on the outside is powering 2 deep freezers at the moment, and if I do plug it in, I'll be tripping the breaker, and I don't think Kimberly would appreciate me keeping the door open for the sake of an extension cord. You can run it off your solar system, but you need its own dedicated circuit with nothing on it because it does use a full 15 amps. So anything else on it, you will be tripping the breaker. The other safety feature that I do enjoy on this thing is if you do have a piece of wood that is very knotty and difficult to split, if it cannot split that piece of wood, it will disengage the motor almost like you tripped a breaker or a GFI. However, it has its own internal switch that it'll disengage, and once you release the lever so that this pad can move back, the motor will start up again. So that is another nice feature. I don't have to keep walking back to either the generator or the panel in the house to turn off the breaker. Another thing that you might have noticed just as I was splitting this piece of wood here also, it is quite noisy. This is my custom made piece that I made for this button here so that I can get it going. So if you don't want to be listening to all the time that you're cutting wood, I recommend some music. So you can get some earbuds, headphones, whatever works for you, because it does get quite annoying to listen to this thing for half hour, 45 minutes, depending on how long you're splitting wood. So I'm going to do a quick demonstration on this with 2 different types of wood. The first one I'm going to do is going to be a larger piece of wood that I use for the downstairs fireplace, and that is for the other woodshed. The second piece I will do will be for this current woodshed that I'm at right now. They're going to be smaller pieces, but I will show you in that step how the wood splitter breaks down the wood into even smaller pieces and how easy it is. So here we go. I'm sure you can realize now why I installed the little wedge in here now. If I had to operate this machine with both hands, it would take me a lot longer to get the job done. One safety feature that I should mention, as I was cutting, I noticed that the pad itself, if you keep the lever down as the motor is running, it will not get closer than about 6 inches from the actual splitter. That way, if you do have your fingers in there just from removing a piece of wood, you don't have to worry about your fingers getting caught up in there. If you do put the wedge in there and you decide to split with just your one hand, make sure that you're grabbing whatever wood that it is by the sides and not by the tip, so your fingers don't end up near the splitter itself. So you can imagine how much help this is just by doing so much wood. Like my good friends in India would say, the very nice machine, the very best one. I would totally recommend this thing. I'm not sure if this model has changed. It's probably about 3-4 years old. You can get them at Canadian Tire, Home Depot. I think you can get them at Lowe's as well. I'm not sure about the States. And you could possibly even get them on Amazon. If it is on Amazon, I will leave you a link below. Thanks for watching this product review. If you are not a subscriber to our channel, please hit the subscribe button and the bell so you can get some notifications. If you are a subscriber or are also new here, hit the thumbs up just so that this channel can grow and we can get more of this content out to you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.